Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Up Close and in Focus with Carrie Douglas. I'm the co-host Christin Oliver. If it's your first time watching, thank you so much for tuning in. Please make sure to like and subscribe so you get all this fabulous content. Today we have a very amazing woman coming on, one of the founders of Hip Hop Boobly, Miss Marzetta Douglas.
Hi Christin, how are you?
So good to see you.
I know.
You look fabulous.
Thank you. You too.
I know
Pop
we've been
the balloon.
Yes.
Up close and in focus. I had to talk to you.
Absolutely. We've been trying to get together, but now we're here and we're going to give you all this information about Hip Hop Boobly, this great phenomenon to make sure that you're tapped in for what's coming in the future.
Yes.
Welcome to Up Close and in Focus, the podcast that takes you behind the scenes with production and marketing trailblazers of the music and film industry. Are you ready to be empowered and pursue your own passion?
Thank you so much for being here today with me. I'm so excited to see you, Marzetta.
Yes, same here.
And I'm so excited to talk about Hip Hop Boobly.
Yes, let's go.
It is such a phenomenon. I've enjoyed looking into it and learning more about it. So I want the expert to come, one of the founders, to come and let us know all about it. So first and foremost, what is Hip Hop Boobly?
Hip Hop Boobly is a kids animation series. And so I have a 4-year-old and a 7-year-old. And I kind of saw there was a lack of kids animation series that kind of taught them different life skills, kind of brought in that schoolhouse rock, type of feel. So my husband and I said, hey, let's do this.
So if there isn't something out there, let's create a space for it, right?
Correct.
Especially when you're saying that you're a mother, you have a 4-year-old and a 7-year-old. These are the years when they're learning and growing and their minds are little sponges.
Correct.
So everyone loves music, right?
Right.
Music is the key to everything that you can remember, right? I cannot remember a phone number that someone told me 3 days ago, but I can remember a song I haven't heard since 1992.
Correct. That was how I learned the 50 states, was through songs. So to this day, I still remember it.
Me too. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado.
Yes. See that's kind of what sparked it.
Yeah.
And so that's also how I taught my kids how to spell their names, through songs. So we just kind of wanted to give back what, we were kind of already doing. So we just kind of formatted it to fit kids, everywhere. And that's one of the reasons why we came up with Hip Hop Boobly. Now, also, I know cover songs are good. So we do cover songs. We do songs about life lessons, but we also do songs on the academics. So my thing is, if your child can sit here and know all the words to Cardi B, they can also learn all the words to the 7 continents.
Hello.
So when they're taking that test, they can hum it in their head and ace.
Yes, absolutely. So what is it about you personally that makes education so important to you?
Because it was just something that was instilled in me at a young age. And, they always say that you have to read, and I don't know if I want to say that. If you put in a book, that we're not going to read it. Yeah. So knowledge is power. So at a young age, like you said, a lot of kids, this is where their mind is developing. This is where they're learning life skills. This is where they're learning character traits that are also going to help them pick their friends and, and all this stuff. So we just kind of want to plant these seeds, at an early age, so that as they develop, they can kind of, it can kind of help nurture the child and stuff. But education is like very, very, very big. So we also want to work on books, because that also helps you to increase your vocabulary. Just small things. Everything is just so digital with the phone and all that stuff. So we're trying to bring kids back. So if we do have to meet you on your level of the phone and go digital, let's put some academics, let's put some, some leadership skills and stuff into that, so we can get this movement started.
Yes. So as a parent, my son spends all his time on his phone, and I'm like, son, put the phone down. But then also too, I need my time to cook and clean and do the laundry. So I'm kind of like, go on the phone. So as a parent, to know that there is something out there that my child can watch and enjoy and learn, that I'm not going to feel guilty about later on. That's what's key, and this is what people have got to jump on this phenomenon now, because this is going to be the future of education, especially in our culture, because we are talking about Hip Hop Boobly. Let's talk a little bit about how important music is for the whole, phenomenon. So without the music, do you really think it would be something that, the kids would be into?
I definitely think that the music helps. you know, especially with the kids wanting to do all these dances, and that's the first thing they do. They want to cut on the radio. They want to go to Pandora. They want to go to Spotify. So we want to give a healthier choice, you know, to our kids. And since we already have a record label, it was like, okay,
it makes sense.
That's simple. That's, you know, that's easy. So that's just, you know, the big boom with things. And then a lot of things that kind of set us apart is, like I said, once again, we do cover songs and life skills, brushing teeth. But we also have episodes. And in those episodes, the kids are learning. They're learning how to start a task and finish it, because in the episode, you have to get complete 3 boom stars. Wow. In order to get those boom stars, you have to perform a task or get some kind of special knowledge or a fun fact, right?
Yes.
That type of thing.
Well, definitely, I would like to go more into specifically about these boom stars. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come right back and talk more about how these kids can earn these stars.
Okay.
If you're looking for something fun and educational for your kids to watch, you've got to check out the Hip Hop Boobly Show.
Now, YouTube isn't always the best for kids, unless you're watching Hip Hop Boobly. My little ones absolutely love it. And they have so many catchy songs and educational episodes.
Look! It's the Eiffel Tower! That means we're in Europe.
Just the other day, we learned all about the 7 continents. It's amazing to see my child excited about learning. And honestly, I've even picked up a few things myself. The songs are so good, and we can dance and jam along together. Hip Hop Boobly has quickly become a favorite in our home. I absolutely recommend it if you want to help your little ones and not so little ones learn and grow.
Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell to never miss a video. See you later.
Welcome back to Up Close and in Focus with Carrie Douglas, and I'm your co-host, Christin Oliver. I'm still here with the beautiful Marzetta Douglas, one of the founders of Hip Hop Boobly, and we have a very special guest, Boobly. He actually came to say hello to everyone. How are you doing today, Boobly?
Good, how are you?
I cannot complain. Always better when you're here. I'm going to be on my best behavior. So before the break, we were talking about the boom stars, right? So tell me a little bit more about how the kids can earn those.
So they can do fun facts in the episode. They have one episode where they have to get the actual musical bars to put together to help with the song. So it depends on what the topic of the episode is. And once you get all 3 boom stars, it's like a remix-o-meter, and it keeps going up like a thermometer. And then at the end, you get the remix of the day, and the remix of the day is the actual song that describes whatever lesson we're trying to learn.
That's amazing. So a really good rewards program, something to keep them focused, and it's very structured. Yeah. And that's what the kids need.
Yeah, because Boobly is always catching boom stars. Isn't that right?
So is that one of your favorite things to do, catch the boom stars?
Gotta catch them.
And I also know that Boobly has a lot of skills. I've seen Boobly on the dance floor. So do you like to dance, Boobly?
All day, every day.
And I'm sure the kids love that as well.
Absolutely.
My son loves to watch Boobly, and he gets his drip drop on, you know, and starts getting it low and everything. And then I try to do it, and in my 40-year-old age, you know, it's a little hard to get back up, but Boobly's going to continue to encourage me to do so. So I love Boobly as a character because he definitely looks like us.
Right.
He looks like, you know, the people in our families, the people in our communities. How important do you think that it is to have a representation of us in this space?
I think that representation is good because, you know, kids can only assimilate themselves what they have been exposed to. So we're just trying to put, you know, the characters out there so kids can say, hey, you know, that looks like me. And if Boobly can do music and dance and stay in school and stuff, you know, they can emulate that same thing.
Yes, absolutely. So when you were going in and drawing all this up, what did you anticipate for like the big picture of Hip Hop Boobly? You know, did you think that it was going to span out into all these different, you know, segments, video, outside performances, streaming? You know, did you have this big vision?
I did, but it kind of sped quicker than I thought. You know, so I always try to break down things in phases. So yeah, I did because the need was not being met. So I definitely could see it, and so we go off a lot of feedback from our consumers as well. So you know, we also want to Also going to the schools. We're doing some school initiatives. We're going to be doing some initiatives with the library, bullying as well.
Boobly, you're so crazy. Okay, so as far as making this content, how do you plan to integrate this content in with the education system?
Okay, good question. So we are currently working on some school initiative. As of right now, we're also working on a Hip Hop Boobly advisory board that will consist of 10 to 12 educators, right? Wow. So that they can help make sure that our episodes and our music are aligned and focus on, the specific demographics and so forth. Mm-hmm. And then also, that's what we're also going to use to help push it into the schools. So we have about one school and 2 daycares. They were talking about maybe doing some educational pep rallies, bringing in the mascots. They said that they would love that, even for graduation, first day of school. How would your child feel the first day of school? You got Boobly at the door, greeting them at the door, saying, hey, you're going to have a good day, doing positive affirmations and all of that good stuff. Yes. So yeah, we have a lot of stuff going on. So,
and that would be very exciting. Boobly, are you going to be excited to go in and see all the kids?
I'm going to be always excited.
Yes, and to give those positive affirmations, because it's so important for us to speak life into the children. Yes. And when you come and you see a larger-than-life character who looks like you, telling you that you're great and that you're special and that you can learn and that you are an important part of the world, I mean, what's there not to be excited about?
Right.
This program literally is going to continue to help children to find that confidence that they need to grow in life, to be able to learn new things and to be comfortable in their skin, And when I was coming up, we didn't have something like this, We had Schoolhouse Rock, which is great, but nobody looked like me, And then every now and again, when Sesame Street just wanted to throw somebody in there, it was cool, But there was nothing like that. You were literally changing the game, changing the status quo, and bringing in something that has been needed for a very long time.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, and we got Boobly here to do it with us. So, Boobly, when you're out to see the kids, are they excited to see you?
Yes, they're always excited, and I'm actually more excited to see them.
Yes, that's amazing. So when we come back onto our next break, we're going to take one. And we're going to come back and talk about where we can see you in the community, what other things you guys are doing out in the actual streets, because yes, we have our shows and our performances that we do online, but also where the people can see you out in public.
Absolutely.
It's from A to Z, and your boy Lil Ziggy. Are y'all ready to hit that boobly drip drop? Let's go!
Hit that boobly drip drop, drip drop. Do that boobly drip drop, drip drop. Hit that boobly drip drop, drip. Do that boobly drip drop, drip drop.
We're back here on Up Close and in Focus, and I'm still here with the beautiful Marzetta Douglas and the fabulous Boobly. So I wanted to go more into the actual show so people could actually understand that this is an animation series.
Yes, 3D animation, yes.
Yes, a lot of work, a lot of time, and a lot of creative juices come to be able to create these characters,
Our team is like international now. We have storyboards being made here, music being made here, animation is done up. Some is done in the Philippines. We have some stuff going on in India. It's all over the world. Place. Yeah, so we're definitely international. It's all about diversity of thought.
Yes, absolutely, and bringing different ideas from different cultures and different walks of life, bringing it all together on one platform. So there's a lot of characters. Of course, Boobly, you are the star, and we love you. Okay.
Yes.
But what about his friends? Tell me about the other characters.
Okay, so like you said, Boobly is the main character, and his best friend is Mimi. Well, yeah. Boom is also one of the good friends. Boom is a little bit older. He's like the older cousin. But Mimi and Boobly are around the same age. And then we also have so they do a lot of their adventures together. So they're also a lot of times collecting Boom stars together. They're in school together. They're like BFFs, right? And then you have also Rockstar Kimmy. Yes. I play the voice of Rockstar Kimmy.
Wow, like a rock star. Yes, so I love that.
Rockstar Kimmy is there to give the fun facts, of the day and tell everybody, hey, this is what the primary colors are. This is what the 7 continents are. And we get on a plane and we driving through the continents and talk about each one. So that's Rockstar Kimmy. Then you also have Desio. So Desio is like the older uncle. They just kind of helps bring like supplies and music bars. He's a delivery man. So he helps make sure that we have all the supplies that we need to carry out, you know, to collect our boom stars and finish our song for the day and etc. Yeah.
Yes. So Boobly, you have a lot of people to help you to seek out all your adventure and help to teach the children, right? Because you can't do it on your own. Boobly has a squad.
Yes, he does.
So as you guys, and we talk about the adventure and the fun, but let's talk about the things that we're really passionate about that drive these things for us to create for the children, right? Because we're mothers,
right?
You know, we're in a generation where things are changing and we're living in a world like we never had before. One of the biggest topics that so many kids deal with is bullying.
Right.
You know? And Boobly, how do you feel about bullying?
I don't like it at all.
I don't like it at all either.
At all.
And we're going to say no to bullying. You know?
The bullies.
What'd you say, Boobly?
I bully the bullies.
Okay, hey, look, he let y'all know. Keep on playing and Boobly gonna get y'all. Okay, and all jokes aside, you know, my son, he is someone who is soft-spoken, you know, he's very tall and he looks exactly like me. Sometimes people think he's a girl because he's so pretty, you know, and he has a very soft-spoken voice and he's tall, but he doesn't play sports. So they're always bullying him because of that, making it seem like because you're very tall, you're supposed to be a star football player when he really loves mathematics, right?
Right.
So he was actually able to watch some of the videos and to see some of the anti-bullying, and it made him feel better, you know? And me as a parent, I don't know what else to do, you know?
Yeah, that's really good. So we've heard a lot of, you know, parents also bring that to the forefront. That is a really, really big issue. And we are in partnership to do some collaborations with that as well. And so also on the show, we have what's called Boobly Pals. And then we're working on Boobly Ambassadors. And those are where we have the Boobly Pals where we try to tell them, you know, this is what it means to be a friend. This is what it means to be respectful. This is what it means to have manners, you know, and all of those things and such. So just to kind of reiterate a lot of stuff also that's in the episode as well. And then, you know, once you give kids that stage, you know, everybody wants that acknowledgement, you know, like you're doing good. And then that also spins off into the ambassadors, you know, the Boobly ambassadors.
So what does someone have to do to become an ambassador?
So one, you we need to talk to your parents, we need to talk to your counselor at school, because we definitely want to make sure that you are on the right path. And then also we do like a little session with the kids to kind of see, you know, where they are, what does it mean to have a, you know, a friend, and, you know, the different engagements and activities, you know, that they like to do and so forth. And then it's almost kind of like a, what is the word? Like a, I don't want to say internship, but when you,
like a mentorship.
Yes. Yeah.
Like a mentor the youth.
Yes. Each one, reach one, teach one.
Is a mentor. He's out here teaching the youth. Right. Because sometimes, honestly, parents may want something for their child, but they don't know how to give it to them. Right? So it's like, some people may have come up in a household where manners weren't very important, but they always felt like they wanted that. And now that they're parents, they have a platform to be able to teach their children. Right. Because we're all mothers, our number one obligation is our children.
Absolutely.
You know?
Number one.
We always, every single thing that we do is thinking about our children, you know, and there's other parents out there that need more resources, and there's going to be something that can come on for years and years to come, you know?
Right, that's right, because studies show, you know, it's easier and the kids are a lot more receptive if it comes from someone that looks like them or a child. So if we can get some more mentorship role models to kind of say it to them on their level, they're more receptive to it. Yes. So that's where the ambassador part came in as well.
And I don't think a lot of people know this, also that you guys work with a lot of influencers to bring the message out there as well. There are people that have huge followings that actually come and partner with you guys to help to spread the message about Hip Hop Boobly. Can you tell me a little bit about the influencers y'all work with?
Yeah, so one of them, we did a song called the Boobly Drip Drop.
I've seen it.
Because, you know, kids, you know, it's viral, all these songs on the drip drop and everything. Yes. And it was with Lil Ziggy and A to Z Bops. But two of the most well-known influencers, A to Z Bops, is the McClure twins. Everybody knows the McClure twins.
They are lit. Yes.
They got on there, they did their thing.
I know Boobly like that.
Then Cardi Cortez, who's very fluent, you know, in gospel, of course. Won all kind of awards. So we have a new song called I Can Be Anything.
Yes, I heard
positive
it.
Oh, yeah.
It is amazing.
Positive affirmations. Yes, sing it, Boobly. I can be anything.
Anything.
I want to be. Yeah. So we want like, once again, to plant those seeds, put that in the kids' head. And if they're going to sing something positive that's going to uplift them. And then if another kid hears it, they start singing.
Yes, exactly. Because all these kids kind of have this FOMO spirit, right? It's kind of like, if one's doing it, I'm going to do it too. And so it's very important for us to put positivity out there.
Right.
And even with my son, when he tries to listen to music that's kind of crazy and doesn't have a positive message, I'm like, no, you need to listen to something positive that's going to go into your brain.
Right.
Because that's the message you're going to continue to send out to everybody else.
Right.
Yes. So I really do love that. I'm going to take a quick break here so that we can speak with our sponsors. And then when we come back, we're going to jump into the background of this thing, because I don't think that y'all really understand how hard the Hip Hop Boobly team is working and every single thing that they're putting into it. So we're going to have to learn y'all something today right after we get back from this break.
I wrote this song for the kids, y'all. Come on.
I can be anything.
That's right, y'all.
I can be anything.
Come on.
I can be anything.
Come on.
I wanna be.
Come on.
I wanna be.
Say it again, y'all.
I can be anything.
You can be.
I can be anything.
Ooh, that's right.
I can be anything.
If you put your mind to it, you can do it.
I wanna be.
One more, y'all. Come on.
Maybe a doctor or a teacher. Maybe a lawyer or a preacher. Maybe a speaker or a singer. Long as I believe.
Come on. Everybody say. Come on, I can't hear you say. I wanna be. I can be.
We're back on Up Close and In Focus with Carrie Douglas. Now, I know that we said we were going to talk about the behind the scenes, but I have to pause for a minute because there's just something that is just so near and dear to me. My son, Blaze, my 9-year-old son, he actually suffers with autism. And it's been such a struggle for him learning and for me as a parent, When he was first diagnosed with this, I was very confused because I didn't understand the way that my son's brain really worked, And for him, learning was such a challenge, even though he's so brilliant, And to see a boy, to see such a smart boy that can do math in his head and, teaching himself to speak Russian, but he's failing school.
Wow.
Because the way they teach isn't with the way that his brain works, because he is such a visual learner and he sees colors in music,
Right.
So with these type of things, to be able to offer to my son to learn is what's going to help him to be able to get his brain to match up with the ways that he thinks in order to be successful in school. So as a parent with a child who does learn differently than the average child, I just want to say thank you for your dedication and for putting yourself out here to help parents like myself and my son.
That's why we do this. That's why we're here.
Yes. And I didn't want to get all boo-ha-ha and all this, but I just had to let you know because I think it's very important. And I know for a fact that there are other parents out there that have children who learn in a different way, and these type of programs are making all the difference for our children's education. Because we got to teach these kids.
That's good.
Because they different. Nowadays.
Yeah.
Some of these kids, so we're going to have to do something a little different.
You got to reach them where they are.
Yes, exactly. So I wanted to make sure that I let you know about that, and also to encourage other parents who have children who don't learn the same. Try something new, because I bet you this will work out.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Testimony. Okay.
Hallelujah. Okay, so getting into the background of it, right? Because a lot of people don't know. Yes, it's animation. Yes, it's technology. Yes, we're out here on the internet, bringing the content, but we're also in person doing things.
Right.
So I want you to talk to me about what you guys are doing with this national choir.
Okay, yeah. So we recently just did an event in the community called Praise in the Park. So we had our first official Hip Hop Boobly show choir.
Hey.
And they sung a song. Yeah, Boobly was on stage. They were jamming and everything. The Cardi, Cortez was on stage. They were singing
the
hit I Can Be Anything. It was such a success. So we're about to go on tour. We are coming to a
Hold on,
church
not
near you.
Boobly going on tour.
Yes, going on tour. Yes, yes.
So Boobly, are you excited to go on tour?
I'm always excited to go on tour.
So shout out some of the cities that you're looking forward to going to.
Florida, Tallahassee, Los Angeles,
Yes.
New York.
Yes, so those are some big cities. So you guys, Tallahassee, New York, Los Angeles, make sure that y'all subscribe and make sure that you get tapped in so you'll be able to go ahead and purchase your tickets to go and see Boobly live and bring your family. It's going to be a great event.
Yep.
Also Mississippi too.
Oh yes, you know the South. We're in the South down here. We love the southern states. You know,
Yep.
Mississippi is great.
And it's going to be really big because when we go to each city, that city is going to have its own choir. So every time we go to a new city, it's going to be a new choir.
Oh wow, just spreading all the
Just
talent.
spread it, yes.
Yes, because there's so many talented people. And I'm also happy that you're allowing people to have an opportunity
Right.
to be able to come in,
Yes.
you know, and say, I can have my child a part of this. Not just something that you're visualizing, you know, just to be able to see, but also to make it intricate for people in the community.
It's all about the kids.
Yes.
You know, we want to promote the kids. We want them to get out there, you know. So yeah, this is definitely going to be big.
Yes, it's going to be huge. I can't wait to see it live as well.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. So aside from that, what other opportunities would people have to, you know, see Boobly in person?
Okay, so we're also going to be doing the event at the Children's Museum around Halloween.
Yes.
So this is going to be our second year doing that. We have a few more festivals. They have not, the dates and times have not been locked in.
But it's a work in progress.
Yeah, it's a work
And the most
in
important
progress.
thing for people to understand is that Boobly is international. You know, Boobly can pop up in your city at any time, okay? And this is something, hey, Boobly said he has some frequent flyer miles, okay? And he's coming to your city, all right? So you guys need to make sure that you know exactly what's going on so you don't miss out, because these opportunities are going to be coming up, but the opportunity sometimes for your child to come in and experience this could be all the difference, right?
Right.
So like you never know where children are, you know, in their journey with school, education, friends, bullying, you know, so putting them in front of something like this could help to kind of fix a problem before, you know, it presents to be bigger.
Right, because music is universal. So, you know, we always hear about, you know, the different concerts, you know, of course, with the people, you know, we love, you know, with Beyonce and Mary and you know, all this stuff.
Yes.
But what about concerts for the kids? You know,
Exactly.
we need something for the kids to have that platform so that they can do the same thing.
Yeah, so that's what we're trying
so
to
they can
get their dance on. You know, one thing that my son always gets jealous of is that I go to so many R&B concerts and I say, that's not a place for you to go to, son. It's not, you know, it's not for kids. And to be able to know that there's going to be a concert that I can bring my son to, that we can enjoy it together and make it a fun family event is amazing.
And you can still dance and do all the viral
Yes.
stuff. Still make it kid friendly and learn at the same time.
Yes, indeed. I really do love that. Boobly, what is your favorite thing to do when you see the kids?
Laugh and play.
Laugh and play? So there's some pretty good dancers out there too, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But I think Boobly might be an excellent dancer, maybe the top. So show me some of your dance moves.
Yeah.
Hey,
Drip,
drop, drip,
drip,
drop. Yes. I love that. So you as a mother, your passion started with this, you know, before you had children or after you had children? Because you didn't have children young in life, right?
Well, that depends who says what age is young.
Okay, yeah, well, okay. Well, did you have children when you were in your 20s or early 30s?
20 plus 10.
Oh my goodness.
In there somewhere.
Okay, yes. So you were more of a seasoned mother, which is nothing wrong with that. You know, I had my child a little later in life. I was 30 when I had my first child, and all my friends' kids were like 10 years old by that time. You know, so I was a little bit later in life when I started having children, and I feel like that kind of gave me an advantage in some ways, but then a disadvantage in other ways, because I'm not as like, I get frustrated a little bit more, with things.
I get it. So I actually was, I always have a heart for kids because, I feel like they need that advocate. They're young, and a lot of times they have a hard time trying to express themselves, right? Because they're young. They haven't been through that many experiences. So naturally, even before I had kids, I was already director over the nursery, at my church. I had, I used to work at the Boy Scouts of America, and I had a co-ed venture crew, and we took these kids, camping, and we gave them free ACT prep courses. So to meet with kids, because they are the future. And, a lot of kids don't have access to certain role models or certain figures in their life. So even if it has to be a virtual one on TV, that's fine to give them positive affirmations, right? Yes. So I've always had a love for kids even before, I had kids. So it just kind of spilled over, to them, and then now I just want to share it with everybody else.
Yes, indeed. That's awesome because people do need it. Like, at the end of the day, I think I'm a great mom. I think I do good things, but I'm not always a role model. I'm not always the figure that I want my son to, frame himself after. So it's great to see that he can turn on and see Boobly and his friends and be able to have that role model too, Right. And then touching back on the fact that I'm a little bit older, so sometimes I don't know things like I used to know when I was younger, and I'm not as in the know. So when my son asks me, well, what about the 7 continents? Mama don't know, but Boobly know. Boobly knows. Boobly's friends know. Okay, Rockstar Kimmy knows. Okay, which is your amazing character. And these are the things that are helping the parents, helping the youth, and bringing it there because it takes a village, right?
It does.
And that can be a village in person and also a virtual village as well.
Right.
Yes, and for you to be out here, low key, kind of just being everyone's auntie.
I'll take that.
Being a role model and working well with everybody, right? And I really appreciate you for dedicating your life, your time, and your energy to pouring into the youth.
Awesome.
You have such an amazing heart, because I can't do it. I couldn't do it, that would leave them by the wayside, But there are a few more things that people can do to support Boobly hip hop, also to tap in with different products and merchandise. So I want to talk about that. We're going to take a quick break and then come right back and dive into how people can, get their merch and learn more about Boobly.
Okay.
We are back on Up Close and in Focus with Cardi Douglas. I'm still here with one of the founders of Hip Hop Boobly, Miss Marzetta Douglas.
I'm still hanging in.
We're still hanging in. We're having so much fun, Yeah. But now we can talk about the fun stuff.
Yes,
all the merchandise, right? Okay, so hiphopbooblyshow.com.
Right.
hiphopbooblyshow.com. Go to the website, okay? And also subscribe on the YouTube page, turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything, all right? So if you guys go onto the website, they have all these great interactive things for your children to do. And it's summertime.
Yes.
So we need some things for the kids to do besides sitting around and wasting their time on YouTube, right? So here we have some amazing coloring books.
Right.
Yes.
So this is our first Hip Hop Boobly Show color and activity book. And so a couple of the pages also spin off from some of the things that are taught in the episodes.
Yes.
So this is really good. This will definitely keep your kid busy, especially if you're in the car, you have those long car rides, and it's like, hey, you've been on your phone for 2 hours. Pick up an activity book, you know, and do some
stuff. And they can have fun while they're learning. I love this. And then I like to do these kind of things with my kid as well. To sit down and make sure they're really comprehending it. And then the little girl in me, it just wakes up again. Oh, yeah. So I love that. And we have some really amazing puzzles as well.
Yes.
You know, my son loves puzzles because he loves to solve problems. You know, this will keep a kid quiet for a long time.
My daughter loves putting together this puzzle, and it just helps with the cognitive skills. You know, it helps you start a task to complete it. So it's really good. Here it is. Oh, Boobly and Mimi,
besties together.
Really cute besties, yes. So they can watch the episode of Hip Hop Boobly Show, and they can put a puzzle together, activity books, whatever.
Yes, I love that. Now I see that you have your little friend Boobly with you here.
Yes. Because I know, especially with our little ones, you know, they go to school, and a lot of times they can bring a stuffy with them. So we did stuffies so they can have Boobly with them everywhere. We have a Mimi walking around here somewhere. We have to find it. But this is Boobly. So your kids, you know, they can bring it with them, watch the episodes with them, go with them to school. Then we also have a nap mat also that we're working on.
Oh, yes. To bring
it's in
to
the final
daycare.
stages of production. So we actually have a sample copy, but soon we will have a nap mat to go with the dogs.
I love this. Can I see this, Boobly? Yes. You know, when you talk about my son, he's so excited to come home. Mom, I earned a stuffy pass. And he's bringing a Pokemon with him or something. And I would love to have my son to be able to bring this to school. You know, to have someone that represents him. Because he has long hair, just like Boobly. You know, he's brown, just like Boobly. And Boobly kind of fine, y'all. Y'all know I ain't got no husband or anything like that. I might need to just have Boobly come back. You know, here's the thing. Is that I know that this is a great product, but you guys are actually working on different versions of Boobly, right? So the children can actually make their own versions, right? In the future, y'all are going to have them submit their ideas?
Right, we're going to have the kids submit their ideas, and also for a Boobly shirt, which is what you see right now. That's why the shirt is blank, because we want to get the kids to submit ideas for the shirt. And then also, you know, especially on the first, because this is really big with me. On the first day of school, your kids go to school, and then they have that my first day of blah, blah, blah. So what if you and your bestie, Boobly, are dressed alike?
Oh,
so,
I know, that's amazing. I would love for my son to dress like Boobly, because summer just came right now, so I got a couple of months to get it together to make sure that Boobly and my son could be twinning. Yes, I love that. But you guys, speaking about shirts, you also offer some great merchandise with the shirts as well.
Yes. So here we go. These shirts can be found on our website. So you have Hip Hop Boobly and Mimi, right?
Yes.
That's one with both of them together. And then for the boys, we got the bright sunshine yellow. Boobly's on his skateboard,
doing his best stuff.
Yes, on his way to school
with the balance and everything. Get it, Boobly.
Yes. And then you have Mimi.
Yeah,
her cute little floral skirt. You know, girls, we like the skirts. We like the tutus,
serving femininity.
The tights, the pigtails, little cute bows. You know, so we're out there making it do what it does.
Yeah, I would wear that shirt too. You know, I would wear that shirt.
This is one of my favorites too. Yeah, and we also have this in pink.
Oh, so, wow. I love that you offer the bright colors as well.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Because it helps, it puts a smile on your face.
Yes, it does. When you feel and you look like a bright light that shines, you're only putting positivity out there.
Certain colors help produce certain hormones.
Yes, and all these things are very important.
Yes.
Y'all, let me tell you something about Miss Marzetta Douglas. Let me tell y'all about her. She didn't just stumble across this one day. She's put time, thought, and energy into all these things with the other team. You know, Hip Hop Boobly is a huge phenomenon. It's all over the world, not just here in this country. You know, there's so many people that have dedicated their lives and their passions and are going to continue to. So once again, I want to say thank you for what you're doing in the community and what you're giving to the youth and to the parents. You know, you are a role model. And I tell you all the time, I'm not a role model, you know.
Yes, you are.
Do not ask me for no advice. You know, I might get you in trouble. No. But thank you so much. But everything here on Up Close and in Focus did start with the music, you know, although we are about everything that is new. Everything that we need to talk about, any hot topics, anything that can help the community.
Yes, with the hot topics, yes.
Anything is what we're doing here. But it always brings back to the music. So as we close out, I want us to be able to bring in my man Q to hit the keys so we can go out on this Hip Hop Boobly song.
Give you a shirt. Give you a pink one too, honey.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm
Yes, thank you so much. Yes.
Boobly show.
Where we learn and grow is the Hip Hop Boobly Show. Where we learn and grow is the Hip Hop Boobly Show. Where we learn and grow is the Hip Hop Boobly Show. Where we learn and grow is the Hip Hop Boobly Show. Where we learn and grow is the Hip Hop Boobly Show. Where we learn and grow is the Hip Hop Boobly Show. Where we learn and grow is the Hip Hop Boobly Show. Where we learn and grow, Hip Hop Boobly Show. Where we learn and grow is the Hip Hop Boobly Show. Where we learn and grow is the Hip Hop Boobly Show. Where we learn and grow.
It's been another great episode of Up Close and In Focus with Carrie Douglas. I'm your co-host, Christin Oliver, signing off until next time.
Hip Hop Boobly Show.
Where we learn and grow is the Hip Hop Boobly Show. Where we learn and grow is the Hip Hop Boobly Show. Where we learn and grow is the Hip Hop Boobly Show. Where we learn and grow.
Thanks for listening to Up Close and In Focus. Remember to take action, embrace your passions, and never give up on your dreams. Carrie Douglas will see you at the top because it's crowded at the bottom.